Hello, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be talking about kind of the basics of essential oils tonight. Essential oils made easy. My name is Glenda Robichaux, and I have been with doTERRA since 2011. It has truly changed my life, the way that I take care of myself and my family's health and wellness. I also am an energy healer. I'm trained in Reiki and Healing Touch. I'm also AromaTouch certified. The AromaTouch technique is something specific to doTERRA. It's an application of essential oils along the spine and feet. Really great at helping kind of reset the body, helping with inflammation, boosting the immune system, extremely relaxing. And I'm currently in training on emotion coaching, which is working to release emotions that aren't serving us and pairing it with essential oils. I just really have a passion for helping people find health and wellness and balance in their everyday lives and living a more holistic lifestyle. I also have a master's in holistic health studies from St. Catherine University. So that's just a little background on myself. And before I get started tonight, I thought I would just give a couple of testimonials to a few oils that have helped me lately. Here we are in springtime, um, and all the trees are doing what they do, and everything's sprouting from the ground. And of course, that brings on a whole set of issues. And I have really been turning to lemon, lavender, and peppermint. That trio is fabulous. You just need like a drop or two of each. I actually put it in a little shot glass with some water and take it back like a shot, my essential oil shots. And it's really helped with my seasonal transition here. And then also, lately my skin is so itchy. And tea tree oil has really been very soothing to the skin, and I find that it's almost immediate. Tea tree oil is also really great if you get any kinds of blemishes. It just kind of helps to make them go away. So I just wanted to give a few testimonies to a few oils that have really been kind of my lifeline these last few weeks. And then before we dive in too much, I just wanted to give a little bit of background on doTERRA. doTERRA has been around since 2008, and doTERRA is Latin for gift of the earth. And that's what I love about the essential oils is they come from plants. So they really are just gifts of the earth. And essential oils are not regulated by the government. So, you can be at the dollar store, any stores where they're popping up everywhere and it says 100% pure essential oil on the bottle. Um, it doesn't really hold much value. It can be a synthetic in the bottle. It could be cut with filler. It could be advertising the wrong part of the plant, um, or it could be adulterated. So it's really important to know the sourcing of your oils and the quality. And that's why doTERRA has gone to great lengths, and and ours are labeled certified pure tested grade. So I'll be talking a lot about our growers and farmers tonight that we work directly with. So when we get the oils from them, they're tested by a third party and they go through an extensive set of testing. I forget the number of tests that it goes through, but it's a whole battery of them to make sure that they're pure and what it is that it says it is. And then after they're bottled, they're tested again just to make sure that nothing has changed. We are the largest essential oil distributor in the world, and we have a very unique model called co-impact sourcing, where we are working directly with the farmers and growers. We're helping their communities. A lot of our oils come from underdeveloped countries. So we're lifting up their communities as they grow these beautiful, precious plants that then we get to use for our family's health and wellness. So both sides of the bottle are being benefited. And if you want to learn more about our co-impact sourcing, I invite you to go out to the website sourcetoyou.com. And on this website, you can learn about sourcing, by a specific oil. You can also see some of the testing. There's a lot number on the bottom of our bottles of our single oils. You can type that lot number in on that website, and it will show you the testing that was done on this batch. And then part of our co-impact sourcing model is not only are we working to, help these communities through ethical practices, paying them on time, paying them fair wages, we're also doing what's best for the earth and doing sustainable practices within the supply chain management. So the mission of co-impact sourcing is source the best and help the most. And I love that. I love buying a product that I know that not only is it helping me, but it's helping someone on the other side of the world with how we've impacted their community. And then I also wanted to give a shout out to our Healing Hands Foundation. You can learn more about that at doTERRAhealinghands.org. And we do all kinds of humanitarian work, lots of service projects. We really want to empower people worldwide to be healthy, safe, and self-reliant. So all good things. So just to give you a little bit of background on doTERRA and why it's important to know the source of your oils. So I'm going to start tonight. I'm going to talk about 3 cool things, and then I'm going to follow up with 3 ways to use the essential oils. And then I'll close with how you can get these in your home. So the first cool thing about essential oils is that they are safe. They're natural. There's nothing artificial in here. And plants are carbon-based, our bodies are carbon-based. So when we use this, our body goes, oh, I know what to do with that. Versus when you use something synthetic, when your body starts to break down something synthetic, that's where you get a lot of side effects. Where this, we like to say you get side benefits. And plants have amazing wellness benefits. They're just, the essential oil is kind of like the immune system for the plant. So there's a lot that you can see in plants. If you think about a pomegranate, for instance, and you break it open and there's all the little seeds, you can kind of see how that might be good for our cellular health, just based on the way that nature presents it to us. So I just love that. And again, like I mentioned, our oils are certified pure, tested grade. They are pure and potent. A little goes a long way. And so just to give you a little bit of information on peppermint, you're going to see these letters as I go through the slides. The A stands for aromatic, T stands for topical, and the I stands for internal. So peppermint you can use all 3 ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. And peppermint is extremely energizing. It really helps to open up the airways. It's cooling to the body as we move into our summer months where it gets nice and hot. I like to put a drop on my palms and you can just breathe it in. Feel it open your airways. And then I like to rub it on the back of my neck, especially if I'm rather warm. Peppermint can be a little tingly, gives you a little tingling sensation, but it's very cooling to the body. And it also helps support healthy digestion when taken internally. Another thing that peppermint is great for is any kind of head tension. Just putting it right on your forehead, on your temples. This is a great one if you sit at a computer all day and your neck and shoulders start talking to you. It can be really soothing for that as well. And to give you a little bit more information on where we source our peppermint, because when you're sourcing oils, you want to make sure that you're getting it in its kind of natural habitat, because the soil is going to have all those wonderful nutrients that are going to give it those therapeutic benefits. So every time you reach for the peppermint, you're going to get that cooling sensation, or what you're looking for. So we source our peppermint in the USA and in India. And why is it sourced in these areas? Consistently high rainfall in the areas. So the peppermint we get kind of on that northwest coast, Washington and Oregon. A lot of high rainfall content there. And that helps contribute to the high menthol content in our peppermint. And a kind of a cool fact, the peppermint that we get from India, the plant material left over after distilling the peppermint is recycled. Oh, I'm sorry, in the USA and India is recycled to fuel the distillation boilers and helps keep soil healthy. So I love how we are conscious of the earth and being sustainable with our practices. The second cool thing about essential oils is that they're effective. I can already feel the cooling sensation, and I put it on not even a minute ago. It's getting in there and doing its thing. Essential oils effectively address the foundations of well-being, and they can permeate the cell membrane. So I want you to think about this for a minute. When you have a virus and you go to the doctor, normally they tell you, go home, drink lots of fluids, and rest. Because antibiotics can't penetrate that cell membrane wall. Well, essential oils can, which is awesome. So this is On Guard. This is our protective blend. This helps support a healthy immune system. And it's really great at soothing an irritated throat. We've got some amazing On Guard throat drops with this. It's also very cleansing. We've got laundry detergent. We've got a cleaner concentrate, a hand wash. Excuse me, all that have the On Guard blend in it. It's also, we have an On Guard toothpaste. So you can see where this is kind of a powerhouse. On Guard has in it wild orange, cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And it's a powerhouse. It's one you want in your home, friends. And next, I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about our wild orange. So we get our wild orange from both Greece and Brazil. And why is it sourced there? Many of the growers doTERRA works with have been producing citrus oils for nearly 150 years, often as part of a family business. They know what they're doing. Orange essential oil is a byproduct of the juice industry, making the supply chain more sustainable. So again, when it comes to citrus fruit, the essential oil comes from the rind of the fruit. So, you think if you peel an orange and all that stuff shoots out into your hand, that's actually the essential oil from the plant. So we're using the oil, and then it goes on to the juicing industry to be juiced because the juice is coming from all the pulp inside that citrus. So all kinds of cool things. The third cool thing about essential oils is that they're affordable. We spend $9 trillion a year spent on global health care. $9 trillion. And let me just ask you, do you think we're healthy because we're spending those $9 million? I would argue no. And that's why it's so important to be proactive with your well-being and your health. You have the power. You have the power to take care of yourself. When I look at my essential oils, they're like my first line of defense. I reach for them instead of over the counters that have a lot of synthetics in them. And when I'm reaching for them, I'm using maybe 1 or 2 drops at a time, which makes them pennies per dose. So this 15 ml bottle of essential oil has roughly 250 drops of oil in it. If you're only using 1 to 2 drops at a time, that's many, many applications. So it can save you money. It can save you time. The more you learn about essential oils and you learn how to use them when perhaps your tummy is bothering you or, other things, you're saving money on buying the over-the-counters. These are so versatile too. Like if I go back to the On Guard, I told you how it's great for the immune system, but I also told you that it's great for cleaning. So it's got lots of different ways to utilize the oil. And on this slide, we've got lavender. And lavender is all things calming. It's calming to the mind. It's calming to the skin. It's calming to the body. It has a very relaxing aroma. It's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of oils. So, if you ask me what oils would I want if I was deserted somewhere, lavender is on the list, frankincense, maybe tea tree, peppermint, and lemon if I had to choose 5. Because they're all so versatile and so great for so many things. So lavender, we get our lavender from Bulgaria. And I love to think of it this way because this goes back to the importance of knowing where your oils are sourced and knowing that they're sourced, somewhere where the soil has all those beautiful nutrients. So in Minnesota, I can grow lavender. I just got a lavender plant from my mom. It's sitting on my deck. and it looks like lavender, it smells like lavender. But if I was to source the essential oil from that plant and say match it up to a lavender that was sourced in Bulgaria, they're going to have a very different chemical profile. So essential oils is an aromatic compound. It's got all these natural chemicals that make it what it is. And the chemical structure of lavender from Bulgaria versus what I source in Minnesota would be very different. And why is that important? Because when you reach for lavender because you have a cut or a scrape, you want that soothing therapeutic benefit. And you want to see that time after time after time. You want to see that result the same every time. So that's why it's really important to source the oils where they have the most nutrients in the soil that's really going to make it the best essential oil when it's distilled. And in Bulgaria, we have created hundreds of jobs at a distillery called Esotery that we created there. And the Esotery distillery is available to all lavender farmers in Bulgaria, and not only the ones who farm lavender for doTERRA. So I think that's really cool. We also distill our rose in Bulgaria. So now that I've covered some really cool things about essential oils, I'm going to talk about the 3 ways to use them. And because of the way we source them, because of the way that they're tested, and we know that they're pure, that's why we can use them 3 different ways. So these 3 ways, especially the last one, is really specific to doTERRA. I invite you the next time you're out and you find essential oils somewhere, and let's say they're, $2 for a bottle, read the side of the bottle. Because if it says do not get on your skin, that to me is a red flag, because what is in there that you couldn't put it on your skin? It's a plant. So food for thought. So 3 ways to use essential oils. The first way is aromatic. And it's really great and easy to put them in a diffuser and diffuse in your environment. Wild orange, all citrus oils in general are very uplifting. So if you have kind of a crabby household, I invite you to put some citrus oils in the diffuser and see what happens. Another really easy way to use essential oils aromatically is, I'm going to grab geranium here, is to place a drop in your palm, rub your palms together, and then take a nice deep breath in. Oh, it smells so good. So that's just another way that you can use it aromatically. You can put a drop on a cotton ball. You can put it, in your palms, in a diffuser. And it's really going to help open the airways. It's going to freshen your environment. It's going to uplift your environment, if you're using an oil that's energizing and uplifting. And it can help, get rid of things lurking in the air that you don't want there. I love to diffuse, of course, everywhere. I have a diffuser in almost every room of my home, but in my bedroom at night, this Breathe blend, for example, is a great one to diffuse at night, especially if you have someone who snores in the bedroom with you, because it really helps to keep those airways nice and open and promotes clear breathing day and night. And then, like I mentioned, the wild orange is just, again, invigorating, uplifting, sunshine in a bottle. And as you can see here, the wild orange you can use aromatically, topically, and internally. The Breathe you would just use aromatically and topically. You really can't go wrong diffusing oils. Another fun thing to do is to kind of create your own blends in the diffuser. So like I mentioned at the very beginning, how I've been leaning on lemon, peppermint, and lavender as the seasons change, those 3 would be great in a few diffuser together to have, while you're working or sleeping to help with that seasonal transition. And here I'm just going to give a little shout out to Tea Tree and the impact we're having with Tea Tree. Tea Tree is another amazing skin oil, great for irritations. It's really great for the immune system as well. And we get our tea tree from both Kenya and Australia. Tea tree has traditionally been used for health purposes by First Nation Australians in Kenya Tea tree production supports rural farmers. No part of the tree is wasted in the process of producing tea tree essential oil. I love that. It makes me happy. The second way to use essential oils is topically. So, like I talked about the peppermint a little bit earlier, you can just apply to your head if you have some head tension. That's kind of what I love about these. They're easy to use. So, when you think about using an essential oil topically, what part of your body is talking to you and being like, hey, we're not doing so hot over here. I need some help. Deep Blue is an incredible blend for soothing tired muscles, soothes head and neck during a comforting massage. Again, like I mentioned, if you sit at a computer all day and you get that neck tension, or maybe you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, putting some Deep Blue on your neck and shoulders feels magical. And when you're using essential oils topically, I highly recommend diluting them with some fractionated coconut oil. So fractionated coconut oil means that some of the fat has been removed, so it stays liquid at room temperature. And other carrier oils that you could use would be like jojoba oil, almond oil. You could even use olive oil. All of those will help with diluting the essential oil because you really only need a drop or two of the Deep Blue. But if you're trying to get your neck and shoulders, you're trying to get a rather large area. So you want a little bit of carrier oil to help you get the oil everywhere you need to, because again, you only need a few drops of the essential oil. Less is more. Another great reason to use a carrier oil is it helps to kind of trap the essential oil. So essential oils are aromatic compounds and they flash off into the air, and that's why we smell them. So a carrier oil helps to trap the essential oil and helps it to penetrate through the skin tissue and really give you that benefit that you're looking for. And I'll just give this caveat: when you think about things that you put on your skin, anything you put on your skin, anything we put on our skin gets into our bodies, into our bloodstream. So again, that's why I love using essential oils, because they're safe to use on the body. And if they get into my bloodstream, that's okay. I'm fine with that. They're going to do all kinds of other amazing things for my body. Excuse me. Another reason to dilute essential oils is some of our oils are hot on the skin. Like I mentioned, peppermint is cooling. Well, some oils can be hot, like oregano, thyme, cinnamon, clove. Those are you're gonna put them on in oregano, for sure. It burns. So you're gonna want to dilute it with some coconut oil. And if we're talking about oregano, that's one I like to put on the bottom of my feet. I mean, she's a powerhouse. I don't necessarily want to smell like her all day. Another one on the slide here that we're talking about is the DigestZen blend, and this is for all things digestive. So again, I take just a couple drops of the coconut oil in my hand, 1 to 2 drops of the DigestZen. I rub it over my belly, whether I'm running a little too fast with the digestion or a little too slow. It's going to help bring that digestive system back into balance. It's also really great with nausea. It can also help with improved digestion. You can take a drop under your tongue. It's also, DigestZen is really incredible. This is going to sound crazy, at putting over the ridge of your nose and over your sinuses to help kind of, if you're really congested, it's going to help drain those sinuses. So that's another use for that one. So on the next slide here, I've got the wintergreen impact remain. We get our wintergreen from Nepal, and wintergreen is one of the oils in our Deep Blue oil blend. It's really amazing for muscle aches. And wintergreen jobs support rural communities in the Himalayan foothills. Working with our partners, we've built an ethical and sustainable supply chain there. Wintergreen leaves are hand collected by harvesters, mostly women, who transport the leaves in a large basket held in place on their backs by a strap around their forehead. One basket of wintergreen leaves can weigh up to 110 pounds. That is incredible. It's amazing. It's my dream to go on a sourcing trip one day, and I would love to go to Nepal. That would be amazing. That would be a dream come true for me. All right, so the third way to use essential oils is internally. And like I mentioned, this is specific to doTERRA. So brands that you find in the store, I do not recommend taking them internally if you do not know where they've been sourced. If you don't know that they're pure, please don't take them internally. Some great ways to use doTERRA's essential oils internally is in water. So I love to drink citrus oils in my water. For that reason, you're always going to want to drink out of glass or stainless steel. If you put lemon oil on a styrofoam cup, in less than a minute, it will eat through the styrofoam cup and you will have a hole in that cup. So it's breaking down the petrochemicals in that. So if you put essential oils in a plastic bottle, specifically citrus oils, it's doing that with the plastic bottle. It's leaching all the icky stuff out of the plastic, and then you're drinking that. So that's why I always drink out of glass. Another great way to use essential oils internally is you can get little empty veggie caps and put a couple of drops of essential oil in that cap and then take it down like a pill. So if you felt like a little tickle in your throat or something coming on, you could put some On Guard in a capsule and then swallow it like a pill. You can also take essential oils right under your tongue. I have been taking frankincense under my tongue daily because it's amazing at supporting healthy cell function, and that's important. Another great way to use essential oils internally, and I love to do this with a lemon, is I have it in the kitchen. I like to add it if I make a salad dressing. When I make tuna salad, I love to add a few drops of lemon oil. What other oils do I use in the kitchen? I love to jazz up hummus. So if you just get like, the original store-bought hummus and it's just, maybe the original flavor, I'll take basil or rosemary or oregano. I'll dip a toothpick in the bottle and then drag it through the hummus, and it like brings it to life and makes it nice and yummy. Another way to jazz up jarred salsas, add a drop of lime oil or lemon, and it's like it brings it back to life. So they're fun to have in the kitchen too, as well, to cook with. And a little bit on frankincense. We get our frankincense from Oman, Ethiopia, and the Horn of Africa. Why does source there? Well, one reason is it's the only place really in the world that frankincense grows. And our frankincense essential oil is a blend of 4 species of frankincense resin. We source from multiple locations to ensure we're harvesting resin where each species grows best, reducing environmental pressure on any single species. So to get frankincense, you kind of have to score the tree, and then the resin, it forms like a little teardrop, and then the resin is removed from the tree, and that is what makes our oil. But you have to be careful how many times you do that to the tree, because if you score it too many times, it doesn't grow as best. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of these precious trees that have been around for thousands and thousands of years. This is so amazing. In 2021, the doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation opened the Sanag Specialty Hospital. This hospital serves tens of thousands of people in the rural communities that source doTERRA frankincense essential oils from the Horn of Africa. This hospital took a lot to get in place. It's in a particularly hard area to get materials actually into. As they were building it, many times that they had had the materials for the hospital shipped, they didn't make it to the location, but the Healing Hands Foundation did not give up, and we made sure that we were able to provide this for them so we can keep them healthy. So again, they can source this beautiful frankincense that in turn helps us with our health and wellness. And a frankincense is kind of the king of all oils. When in doubt, use frankincense. Frankincense is great for just about anything. So if you don't know what to use, grab frankincense. And this is a question that I get a lot. A lot of people have pets, and there's a lot of misinformation on the internet about diffusing essential oils around animals. And a lot of the articles that you find that say don't diffuse, it's mostly because people are diffusing essential oils that aren't pure. you know, that are adulterated or synthetic. And so, of course, that's going to be harmful to the animals. But you can feel safe diffusing doTERRA essential oils around your furry four-leggeds. There's a few things you want to keep in mind. You want to use only 3 to 4 drops of an essential oil in a water-based diffuser at a time. These are so potent and powerful. So just a few drops can fill the whole room. You also, there are some essential oils that you do want to keep away from animals. I know that tea tree specifically is not great for dogs or cats. And I have some more resources on other oils to avoid or on animals. If you're interested, feel free to reach out. I also have on my YouTube channel a class I did on essential oils and pets. And then another thing with the essential, if you're diffusing essential oils and you have animals, is make sure that they have a way out of the room that you're diffusing the oils in. So, you know, they'll leave if it's a little too intense for them. So just a little side note about diffusing around pets. And I hope that through this presentation, you've learned that, you know, doTERRA is pursuing what's pure. They really want to do what's best for the earth. We want to do what's best for the people growing our beautiful plants. And then we also want to do what's best for our health and wellness. So it really comes full circle. So perhaps if you are new to this or have not yet got doTERRA essential oils into your home, I would love to help get you started. We have an amazing program. We have a wholesale membership. Kind of think of it similar like having a wholesale membership to Costco, except there's no fee for getting started, and you're going to get 25% off retail prices. We have free shipping for all of our orders that are over 100 PV for your initial order. And we'd also like to offer you some free gifts when you get started. So there's a free product with every 150 PV order. And then we also have an amazing program where you can earn doTERRA dollars by referring a friend. So it's kind of like when you go to a restaurant and you love it and you tell everyone. When you start using frankincense and your health is like transformed and you want to tell everyone, you have a special link specific to you. When you share it with a friend, you'll get some doTERRA dollars deposited into your account that you can spend on product to order more. So very, very fun program. I love free stuff. And for getting started, I've just got 2 options here, but we have many more different options for getting started. And I really only talked about essential oils tonight, but doTERRA we have skincare, hair care. We've got an amazing lineup of supplements. We've got cleaning products. So there's all different kinds of things. We now have electrolytes. And of course, all of our products incorporate essential oils into them. But tonight I really only talked about essential oils. So I've got a couple of options here. We have this amazing new kit called the Rescent Your Home. And as you can see here, these plug right into the wall, and you actually screw the whole bottle of essential oil into there. So instead of buying those nasty plugins at the store that are riddled with toxins, those you should not have around pets or humans. I'm sorry, I feel very, very strongly about those. They're hard to breathe around. This is kind of your option of replacing those. So if you love to have beautiful aromas in your house, this is a great way to get started. We've got 2 different options here. This one comes with Citrus Bliss, Island Mint, Citrus Bloom, and Super Mint. We also have a forest bundle that comes with our Shinrin Yoku, which is our forest bathing blend, Northern Escape, lavender, and eucalyptus. So those are 2 great options for getting some oils in your home. This other kit here is the Air Aroma Essentials. This is one of my favorite diffusers. It's really beautiful. It's kind of like a white ceramic glass top that you lift up, put a little bit of water in, and it can light up either white or purplish light. And it comes with some beautiful oils. It comes with our adaptive blend, which is great for anxious feelings and stress. Citrus Bloom, Northern Escape is in there. Breathe, On Guard, Wild Orange, Peppermint. So it's a really nice assortment for getting started. We've got some other kits that have kind of our top 10 oils in it, which mainly are some of the ones I highlighted tonight, like peppermint, lavender, tea tree, frankincense, On Guard, Breathe, Digesten. So those are some other options as well. I would love to help you get started. And if you get started this month in May, I'm doing something called Silver Club, where I have set some goals to help families get essential oils into their home. And there's some additional freebies for getting started. So with 100 PV orders, so the 2 kits on the previous slide, both of those qualify to get a lavender touch for free with your order. The lavender touch just means that it's in a roller ball and it's already diluted with some coconut oil. So super great to just use on skin. Easy to use for the whole family. And then at 150 PV order, you're going to get that lavender touch, but then you also get to choose a gift. So you can get a diffuser. You can try our toothpaste. We have both On Guard and Supermint, or you can try our Citrus Bloom hand foaming hand wash. And then if your initial order is over 200 PV, you're going to get all those plus a bottle of Citrus Bliss. You will need a promotional code for this. So feel free to reach out and I can get you that promo code and help get you started on your way to getting these fabulous products into your home. Also wanted to give a shout out. In case you already have a doTERRA membership, we have our loyalty rewards program. It's kind of like subscription ordering. It's a monthly order. It's the best way to get the most out of your doTERRA account. There's usually exclusive promotions. We get access to a free product every month. This month, the free product is TerraShield, and that's our repellent blend. It's one you definitely want moving into spring and summer as all the creepy crawly and insects come out. And then on a loyalty rewards program, you also get free shipping with orders over 100 PV. So just a really great program to help you earn some free product and qualify for extra promotions. And so I want to thank you so much for joining me and learning how cool essential oils are and how easy they are to use. I offer a range of services, from essential oil education to customized oil blending or aroma energy healing sessions. I would love to chat with you. I also offer wellness consults. So like I mentioned, we've got all different kinds of products and supplements. So perhaps you are struggling with sleep. I can help, steer you towards some products that would help with that. Or if you have a lot of digestive discomfort, whatever it might be, I would love to help you find some relief and health and wellness in your life. Thank you again so much for joining me. And I hope you have a wonderful day and happy oiling.